They say every genius walks the thin line between madness and revelation, and perhaps no man embodied that truth more than Nikola Tesla. In the heart of the night, beneath the crackle of unseen lightning, Tesla spoke of a formula, an equation that could unlock the very code of creation. He whispered that, if you wish to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. But few understood what he truly meant, and those who did never spoke again. This was not just science. It was sorcery disguised in mathematics, a truth so dangerous that even the great empires of his time feared it. In a world obsessed with power, Tesla's discovery offered a power far greater, one that did not require machines, oil, or wires, a force born from thought itself, vibrating through the fabric of all reality. They called him insane. They erased his papers. They took his inventions. But they could not destroy the equation. Hidden in symbols, buried within notes scattered across time, the secret survived, waiting for those ready to hear its hum once more. Tonight, the Forbidden Codex opens the page to that lost manuscript, the one that unites the ancient wisdom of Pythagoras, the cosmic rhythm of the universe, and the hidden science Tesla guarded with his life. You are about to hear what the world was never meant to understand. A secret that can shape destiny, bend reality, and awaken the vibration of creation itself. What you are about to hear will change your life forever. In the final years of his life, Nikola Tesla no longer spoke in the language of engineers or investors. He spoke in symbols. He spoke of energy that connected all things, of vibration that could be tuned like a cosmic instrument, and of frequency as the hidden bridge between thought and matter. The world saw a man consumed by obsession, but Tesla saw something else, a living universe made of invisible waves. He believed that everything, from the stars above to the cells within our bodies, was built upon one divine pattern, an equation that could harmonize the seen and the unseen. The equation was not written in numbers, but in resonance. A sacred triad, 3, 6, and 9. To Tesla, these numbers were more than mathematics. They were keys. Understand the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, he once said, and you will hold the key to the universe. But this idea threatened the foundation of a material world. If thought could shape energy, and energy could bend matter, then control would no longer belong to governments or industries. It would belong to the individual mind, to those who could awaken to the vibration of creation itself. That is why his research disappeared. Not because it was false, but because it was too true. The church had once silenced those who said the divine lives within us. The corporations of Tesla's age did the same, hiding a technology that could make energy free, infinite, and personal. Yet fragments of the secret remained, hidden in lost patents, encoded in the geometry of his machines, whispered through the hum of the Tesla coil, the song of the universe made visible. For the first time, this forbidden knowledge will now be revealed. And to understand it, we must travel back, not to Tesla's laboratory, but to the birth of vibration itself, when sound became light, and light became life. Long before Tesla ever drew his first spark of lightning in the laboratory, the ancients already knew that sound was the first architect of the cosmos. In Egypt, they called it the word of Thoth. In the East, it was the sacred Om, the vibration that birthed reality. And in the Gospel of John, it was written, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Every civilization described creation not as an explosion, but as a resonance. The universe did not begin. It sang itself into being. Tesla rediscovered this ancient truth in a world that had forgotten how to listen. He realized that energy wasn't random, it was harmonic. That vibration could organize chaos, just as a note on a violin can make grains of sand form sacred patterns on a plate. He studied the works of Pythagoras and the geometry of sound. He saw how numbers and waves intertwined, 3, 6, and 9, forming a repeating rhythm across music, electricity, and even planetary orbits. To Tesla, the universe was a symphony of frequencies, and the human mind was both the listener and the instrument. Every thought we have, every emotion we feel, sends a ripple through this vast sea of vibration. Anger creates distortion. Love creates coherence. The higher the frequency, the closer one moves toward the divine pattern of creation itself. In one of his lost notes, Tesla wrote, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration." If this was true, then consciousness itself was not confined to the skull. It was a transmitter, tuning into infinite energy. Tesla's machines were not merely inventions, they were instruments designed to imitate the frequencies of life itself. He believed that if one could understand the harmony between energy, frequency, and vibration, one could rebuild the bridge between matter and spirit, the same bridge the ancients walked when they spoke with gods and healed with sound. And so, the equation began to take form. Not as a formula written on paper, but as a living truth humming beneath every atom. Everything is vibration. The only difference between light and shadow, love and fear, matter and thought, is the frequency at which they vibrate. But this truth raised a question that would haunt Tesla's life. If vibration creates reality, what or who controls the vibration of the human soul? Tesla often said that the brain was not a generator of thought, but a receiver. To him, consciousness functioned like a radio, tuning into the infinite frequencies of the universe. Each emotion, each idea, each dream was simply a specific wavelength. The higher the vibration, the closer the connection to divine intelligence. He saw humanity as both architects and victims of their own frequencies. When fear dominated the collective mind, the signal became distorted. When love and inspiration rose, the current flowed freely. He believed that every human being carried within them a hidden Tesla coil, the heart, an organ capable of broadcasting electromagnetic energy far stronger than the brain itself. Modern science would later confirm fragments of his intuition. The heart produces an electromagnetic field 60 times stronger than the brain's, influencing not just our body, but also the people and spaces around us. When we think and feel coherently, when thought and emotion align, we emit a vibration that can reshape physical reality. Tesla's experiments were, in truth, reflections of his inner world. When he built the Wardenclyffe Tower, he envisioned it as more than a device for wireless energy. It was to be a monument of resonance, a structure designed to link every mind, every heart, every soul across the earth through a shared frequency. But such power terrified the world that fed on control. A planet united by vibration would no longer need wires, armies, or money. It would be powered by consciousness itself. In his secret journals, Tesla hinted that thought could be projected, amplified through emotional intensity, until it condensed into matter. Every thought, he wrote, creates a wave in the ether. That wave seeks form, and the stronger the thought, the faster the form appears. What mystics called manifestation, Tesla described in terms of frequency alignment, and what he called resonance, ancient monks called prayer. It was the same law, clothed in different language. When you think, feel, and believe in harmony, the universe responds like a tuning fork. This was the essence of his forbidden equation. Energy is the raw potential of existence. Frequency is its order. Vibration is its manifestation. When these three unite within the human consciousness, reality itself begins to bend. But every discovery that liberates can also enslave. The same frequencies that heal can destroy. And in the wrong hands, Tesla's equation would become not a tool of enlightenment, but a weapon of manipulation. Who, then, truly controls the frequencies of the world we live in today? After Tesla's death in 1943, the world moved quickly to bury his brilliance beneath silence. The U.S. government confiscated his papers. Laboratories vanished overnight. The Wardenclyffe Tower was dismantled and sold for scrap. But why? Because Tesla's discovery threatened the invisible empire, the unseen architects who understood what he had uncovered. Whoever controls frequency controls reality. They learned that energy was not just power in the physical sense, it was also perception. If you can influence the vibration that people emit through sound, image, and emotion, you can steer their thoughts without them ever realizing it. The ancient priests of Egypt once used sound to alter consciousness. Their chants could heal or enslave. The modern world has only replaced temples with screens and sacred hymns with frequencies embedded in technology. Tesla foresaw this. He warned that misuse of electromagnetic waves could interfere with the frequencies of the human mind. And yet, in the years that followed, humanity's natural vibration began to fall. Our music shifted from the natural resonance of 432 Hz to the harsher 440 Hz. A small change, but enough to alter the harmony of the heart. Our environment became filled with mechanical hums, wireless signals, and frequencies designed not to awaken, but to numb. Still, the equation remains unchanged. Energy, frequency, vibration. Even in distortion, the law holds true. Whatever frequency the mind aligns with, it creates more of it. Fear breeds fear. Love amplifies love. Hidden orders across time have known this. From the mystery schools of Alexandria to the secret societies of the Renaissance, they preserved Tesla's deeper principle. The mind is the transmitter, the heart is the amplifier, and reality is the receiver. Those who master this triad can shape worlds. Those who forget it are shaped by others. Tesla's work was not destroyed, it was absorbed. His designs appear, recoded in patents decades after his death. The world unknowingly runs on the same resonance he once dreamed could free it. But what if that same resonance has been turned against us? What if every screen, every tone, every digital pulse is tuning humanity away from its divine frequency? If so, the true forbidden equation is not only about energy, it's about control. And yet, Tesla also left behind a key, a way to restore harmony, to reclaim our vibration. But it demands one thing first: to remember that the most powerful generator ever created is not a machine. It is you. Tesla believed that the human body was a perfect conductor of divine energy. Every nerve, every heartbeat, every pulse of thought was part of a grand electrical circuit connecting us to the cosmos. The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, he said, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. He understood that the non-physical was not imaginary. It was vibrational. Our thoughts emit waves. Our hearts broadcast fields. Our very DNA resonates like strings in a vast symphony of light. When we learn to tune this inner coil, we become living Tesla towers, receiving and transmitting the pure current of creation. Modern science has begun to approach this truth. Quantum physics speaks of fields that connect every particle across time and space. Neuroscience speaks of coherence between heart and brain. Ancient mystics simply called it the light within. Tesla saw no boundary between these worlds. To him, the energy that illuminated the stars was the same energy that animated human consciousness. His dream was not to harness electricity for machines, it was to awaken it within humanity. He wrote of the resonance of the earth, of standing waves that could transmit power across the planet. But behind those technical words lay a mystical vision, a planet alive with harmonized beings, each emitting a vibration that sustains the next, a global network of consciousness. Imagine for a moment a world where people no longer compete for energy but share it, where the air itself hums with coherence and the human heart beats in tune with the Schumann resonance of the earth. That was Tesla's hidden prophecy. Not free power, but free souls. He wanted to gift humanity the ability to draw infinite strength from the source that never runs out, the universal field of energy and awareness. His forbidden equation was not a formula to be solved. It was a mirror. It reflects what we are made of. Energy, the essence of life. Frequency, the pattern of our thoughts. Vibration, the emotion that gives them form. When all three align, the illusion of separation dissolves. Matter obeys mind. Light obeys love. But Tesla also knew this harmony could be shattered if humanity forgot its nature. And he warned that the true apocalypse would not be fire or war. It would be disconnection. A species that forgets how to feel its own frequency becomes a machine, running on external power, manipulated by external noise. And yet, for those who can still hear the hum behind silence, the reawakening begins. You are not just made of energy. You are energy. You are not seeking frequency. You emit it. You are not chasing vibration. You create it. Tesla's secret was never about electricity. It was about consciousness. The equation lives within you. 7. Every revelation carries a shadow, and Tesla knew that the same equation that could liberate humanity could also enslave it. He warned that when mankind learns to control vibration, it would either become divine or destroy itself. For every pure resonance that heals, there exists a counter-frequency that corrupts. What nourishes the soul in harmony can also fracture it in chaos. Throughout history, sacred knowledge has always been guarded for this reason. The ancient priests of Sumer hid the names of their gods in coded chants. The alchemists veiled their formulas behind symbols of Mercury and Sun, and Tesla too concealed his final equation beneath metaphors and parables, fearing that the unwise would use it to dominate, not to awaken. Today, the danger is no longer secrecy, but ignorance. Humanity lives surrounded by frequencies it does not understand. Every signal, every screen, every artificial tone vibrates within us, subtly shaping our mood, our thoughts, our desires. We are immersed in a sea of invisible energy, yet most have forgotten that we are transmitters, not victims. Those who understand this law can influence masses without words. The advertising jingle, the political speech, the tone of fear in the news, all of them operate on the same law Tesla revealed. Vibration dictates perception. He once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." But what if those secrets are already being used against you? This is why the equation is forbidden. It is not dangerous because it is false. It is dangerous because it works. To command vibration is to command emotion. To command emotion is to command will. And to command will is to command reality itself. Tesla's final writing spoke of a coming age of resonance, a time when the human mind would rediscover its vibrational nature. He foresaw that those who learn to tune themselves would rise above control, while those who remain unaware would be absorbed into the collective noise. That time is now. Every thought you hold either aligns you with coherence or chaos. Every emotion you sustain either harmonizes or fractures your field. You are the oscillator. You are the tuning fork of your destiny. Use this power with awareness, or it will be used for you, because whoever masters this secret masters their destiny. Every revelation carries a shadow, and Tesla knew that the same equation that could liberate humanity could also enslave it. He warned that when mankind learns to control vibration, it would either become divine or destroy itself. For every pure resonance that heals, there exists a counter-frequency that corrupts. What nourishes the soul in harmony can also fracture it in chaos. Throughout history, sacred knowledge has always been guarded for this reason. The ancient priests of Sumer hid the names of their gods in coded chants. The alchemists veiled their formulas behind symbols of Mercury and Sun. And Tesla, too, concealed his final equation beneath metaphors and parables, fearing that the unwise would use it to dominate, not to awaken. Today, the danger is no longer secrecy, but ignorance. Humanity lives surrounded by frequencies it does not understand. Every signal, every screen, every artificial tone vibrates within us, subtly shaping our mood, our thoughts, our desires. We are immersed in a sea of invisible energy, yet most have forgotten that we are transmitters, not victims. Those who understand this law can influence masses without words. The advertising jingle, the political speech, the tone of fear in the news, all of them operate on the same law Tesla revealed. Vibration dictates perception. He once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." But what if those secrets are already being used against you? This is why the equation is forbidden. It is not dangerous because it is false. It is dangerous because it works. To command vibration is to command emotion. To command emotion is to command will. And to command will is to command reality itself. Tesla's final writings spoke of a coming age of resonance, a time when the human mind would rediscover its vibrational nature. He foresaw that those who learn to tune themselves would rise above control, while those who remain unaware would be absorbed into the collective noise. That time is now. Every thought you hold either aligns you with coherence or chaos. Every emotion you sustain either harmonizes or fractures your field. You are the oscillator. You are the tuning fork of your destiny. Use this power with awareness, or it will be used for you, because whoever masters this secret masters their destiny. Silence. That is how all creation begins. And within that silence, there is a pulse, faint at first, but steady, alive. It beats in your chest, in the stars, in the unseen current flowing through every atom of this universe. That pulse is the vibration of life itself. Tesla never asked humanity to worship his machines. He asked us to remember the truth they mirrored. Every coil, every spark, every arc of light was a reflection of what already exists inside you. He did not invent energy. He reminded the world that we are made of it. For centuries, humanity has looked outward for power, to governments, to religion, to machines. But the equation was always inward. Energy, frequency, vibration. These are not forces to be captured. They are states of being to be embodied. When your mind aligns with clarity, when your heart vibrates with compassion, when your body resonates with peace, you become the living manifestation of Tesla's dream, a being who can alter reality not through control, but through coherence. Imagine millions of minds vibrating in harmony. Wars would fall silent. Fear would dissolve. The earth itself would hum with balance again. This is what Tesla saw, a humanity that has awakened, each soul tuned to its highest frequency, each thought a spark of divine intelligence. He believed that when enough of us rediscover this vibration, the entire planet will shift to a higher state of resonance, a planetary symphony, as he called it. You are part of that melody. Every emotion you release, every word you speak, every breath you take carries a charge. And when that charge aligns with love, it radiates far beyond your skin, affecting lives you will never meet, shaping realities you will never see. This is the true forbidden equation, not written on paper, not hidden in a vault, but encoded in your heartbeat. Tesla's final legacy was not a machine, but a message. The future belongs to those who understand the beauty of vibration. Now you understand. The power is not out there. It never was. It is within you, waiting to be tuned. So breathe, focus, feel the hum beneath your thoughts. Because the moment you hear it, the universe listens back. You have awakened a forbidden knowledge humanity forgot.